Picture this. You're just trying to charge your phone at the airport, and suddenly your data's gone faster than your last vacation budget. Hackers today are the ultimate speedsters, stealing identities in less time than it takes to brew a cup of coffee. From sketchy Wi-Fi to innocent social media games, they've turned everyday conveniences into their playground. Ready to find out how to dodge these digital thieves before they make you the star of their next heist? Number 10. The easiest target: unsecured Wi-Fi, public perils you can't see. Using public Wi-Fi networks is still one of the easiest ways for hackers to steal your data. In 2024, Wi-Fi-based cyber attacks have surged as more people rely on public connections while traveling or working remotely. Hackers utilize software tools to intercept your data during transmission, also called man-in-the-middle attacks. In the US alone, many individuals were unaware that their credentials were compromised until much later. The financial losses resulting from identity theft through unsecured Wi-Fi are contributing significantly to the estimated $10.2 billion in total cybercrime losses this year. Connecting through a virtual private network is highly recommended to mitigate this risk. Number 9. Phishing emails. The bait that's too good to be true. Phishing remains a leading method for identity theft in 2024, targeting unsuspecting individuals through seemingly legitimate emails. These scams attempt to trick users into sharing personal information, which then gets used for fraudulent purposes. The Federal Trade Commission reported over 1.4 million identity theft cases this year, a large portion of which were linked to phishing scams. Advanced AI, such as generative AI, is being used by hackers to create more convincing phishing emails, which has made identifying these emails even more challenging for individuals and businesses. The constant evolution of phishing tactics means that scammers are not only getting more sophisticated, but also quicker, with many victims unaware until the damage is already done. Clicking a malicious link could easily lead to your information being stolen in minutes. Number 8. Smishing, the little brother of phishing. Phishing via SMS, known as smishing, has been a growing trend in 2024, especially with the rise in mobile phone usage. Fraudulent text messages pretending to be from banks or delivery services urge users to click on malicious links. About 20% of identity theft cases this year have been linked to mobile threats like smishing. Hackers often use urgency, such as alerts about bank account suspension or unauthorized purchases, to lure victims into action without proper verification. Once users click the link, malware can be installed, allowing hackers to gain access to personal data, making smishing a rapidly growing concern. Such incidents contribute to the broader rise in identity theft in the United States. Number 7. Social media games, the wolf in sheep's clothing. Social media remains a fertile ground for hackers. Games or quizzes that ask seemingly innocent questions like your pet's name or childhood street can be used to gather information often utilized for security questions. In 2024, individuals with a significant social media presence were found to have a 30% higher risk of being a victim of identity theft compared to those who weren't active on social platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Hackers exploit these fun games to piece together data they can use to bypass security questions, which makes social media a risky place for sharing too much information. Even seemingly innocuous likes, comments, and shares can reveal a lot about your behavior, making it easier for hackers to build a profile and target you effectively. Number 6. Card skimming, swiping more than just your card. Skimming devices used on ATMs and gas pumps are still major threats. Card data skimmed from magnetic strips can be sold on the dark web for as little as $0.50 per card, depending on the level of information provided. While the devices themselves are becoming smaller and harder to detect, the cost of the stolen data continues to rise. Hackers can gather your card information in minutes, and such fraudulent use of credit and debit cards contributed to over 389,000 reported cases in 2024. Some sophisticated skimmers now come with Bluetooth capabilities, allowing criminals to collect data without even physically retrieving the skimming device. making it more difficult for users to notice until it's too late. Number 5. Data breaches. When your favorite website betrays you. Data breaches remain one of the leading sources of identity theft. In 2024, the FTC received 1.4 million identity theft reports, many of which stem from data breaches involving companies failing to secure customer data. The rise of cloud services has made data breaches more prevalent, with cybercriminals targeting vulnerable systems to gain access to sensitive customer information. These breaches often result in personal data being sold on dark web markets, where full identity profiles can be acquired by other hackers. Once compromised, this information is used for fraudulent purposes such as opening new accounts, making unauthorized purchases, or even applying for loans. This contributes to an alarming rate of identity theft, with new victims emerging every 22 seconds. Businesses are increasingly investing in improved cybersecurity measures, but as threats evolve, data breaches are becoming harder to prevent entirely. Number 4. SIM swapping. They want your number, and not for romance. SIM swapping attacks have been on the rise in 2024. Hackers convince mobile service providers to transfer a victim's number to a new SIM card, allowing them access to SMS-based two-factor authentication codes. Reports suggest a significant rise in the occurrence of SIM swapping, particularly affecting individuals who rely on SMS for banking and other secure services. The implications are vast. Once they take control of your phone number, they can bypass account security and gain access to emails, bank accounts, and other personal data in just minutes. Victims often don't realize their phone has been compromised until they lose service, by which time the hackers have already accessed sensitive accounts. SIM swapping can also allow criminals to lock users out of their own devices, adding another layer of frustration for those affected. Number 3. Keyloggers, when every keystroke counts. Keyloggers are among the most silent identity theft tools hackers use. In 2024, they have been commonly used in targeted attacks, often deployed through malicious links or downloads. Keyloggers monitor and record every keystroke made on an infected device, including passwords, credit card numbers, and private messages. Hackers use this information to access accounts directly or to compile enough information to impersonate the victim entirely. As malware becomes more sophisticated, even downloading a seemingly harmless program could lead to your data being stolen in real time without you knowing. Keyloggers are also being hidden within compromised websites, making it even more difficult for users to avoid infection. Once the data is captured, it is transmitted to the hacker's server, where it can be analyzed and used to carry out identity theft or sell the collected information on the dark web. Number 2. Fake apps. Too good to be true. In 2024, fake apps continue to be a prevalent method used by hackers to steal identities. These apps are disguised as legitimate software, often games or productivity tools, but are built with malicious intent to collect personal information from the moment they are installed. Google and Apple have been working hard to remove fraudulent apps, but hackers keep finding ways to get past security. Once downloaded, these apps can extract data such as contacts, messages, and even login credentials, contributing to the $10.2 billion lost due to cybercrime in 2024. Many of these apps request excessive permissions, allowing them to gather data beyond what is needed for their basic functionality. Even worse, some fake apps can install additional malware onto the device, giving hackers remote access and full control, further endangering users' personal and financial data. Number 1. Public USB charging stations. Juice jacking, the new age threat. The convenience of public USB charging stations comes with a significant risk. Juice jacking, where hackers modify charging ports to siphon off data, has become more common in 2024, especially at airports and cafes. The data stolen ranges from personal emails to full credit card information, all while the victim believes they're just charging their phone. Cybersecurity experts advise using USB data blockers or carrying your own charging adapters to avoid falling victim to this silent but dangerous attack. It's a low-effort attack for hackers, but potentially catastrophic for those affected. In some cases, hackers can even inject malware onto the device, granting remote access and compromising the user's privacy and security. This type of attack underscores the importance of taking extra precautions in public spaces, where convenience often comes at the cost of security. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully, you're now fully equipped to keep hackers from buying themselves a yacht with your identity. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and remember, stay paranoid, but like the healthy kind. See you in the next one.